Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick, and with me as my partner in crime, Ruben. What's up, Ruben? How you, brother?
What's up, my guy?
This is episode 45, dude.
Yep.
We're at like 5 more before we have the 50, which
Right.
will be, I think, will be a big milestone. I mean, I thought 10 was big, but now looking back, it's like, it ain't shit, bro.
That ain't nothing, bro.
50, that's where it's at.
50 weeks in. The anniversary will be the
52 episodes.
50.
I don't know.
50. How many weeks are in a year?
It was a leap year,
It was.
so.
It is. It passed.
Brother, how was your week? Tell me about it. I know yours was probably a lot more interesting than mine, or a lot more up and downs.
Well, a lot of downs.
About
A lot of
that?
downs. Yeah. So let's see. We lost 90% of our business due to the coronavirus. So that's fun. So my work days went from 8 to 10 hours down to like 4 hours, and whatnot. Traffic is like non-existent, which is nice. Money has gone down.
That definitely.
The money intake has gone down. It is what it is, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it through. When you asked me earlier if I'm doing all right, yeah, there is a lot of downs, but I'm trying to stay positive, trying to maintain the PMA, as it is, the positive mental attitude, going through the whole week.
Yep.
Been working out with you all week. Been playing a lot of games. I did Link's Awakening completed. My friend Pedro's completed.
And you bought that one. When was it?
I bought it on release date.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just never played it.
Okay.
I played it a little bit. I was like, oh man, this game's awesome. And then I put it down, and like other stuff was happening, and
It
I was
just
like,
got shuffled back.
yeah. And the thing is, the game is really short. It's like a $15 game, I think, give or take. And it's like 4 hours, but it's just a fun 4 hour. Like I completed it in one day, like one sitting. I completed
Really?
the whole thing. Yeah. So just a super fun game to go through, and like my rankings suck, like because it ranks you after every level. And mine were like
I'm
B's,
guessing, like,
A's.
okay,
I didn't
yeah.
hit S rank or nothing like that, but it's pretty freaking awesome or whatever. So I did that. I started Witcher 3 today on the hardest difficulty as a new game plus, and then Animal Crossing yesterday, and a little bit of Division here and there. But other than that, man, week of gaming was good. Week of work not so good. Week of life was on the whole it was good, man. I had a personally good week. Given everything that's going on and all that stuff, and also you're too close to me, bro. You're like 3.5 feet away from me. I need you to scoot it back.
I screened you. I asked you questions on your way, and I was like, hey, I told him, guys, I was like, look, step back. Have you been out of the country?
No.
Have you come in contact with anybody that might be sick?
Possibly.
Are you experiencing any symptoms?
No.
He said no, no, and no. So I'm sure he's telling you the truth. I'm sure he's not just saying anything.
I'm not
just to get in
lying.
here.
Were you bitten by a
Exactly.
zombie? No, this thing.
Nah, this whole thing? Nah.
It's nothing.
It's a dog
man.
bite.
How was your week, bro?
My week was not too bad. It's kind of like yours, where things are kind of drying up just a bit. So I'm getting some stuff from other routes just to make up,
Time.
to make up work, and so that's been kind of going on. And it was Tuesday. It was kind of a busy day, heavy day, and I got a message from my coworker. He's like, you know what, Rick? I'm just gonna stay positive, dude. We're working.
Yeah.
I got my health.
Better than most people could say.
Yeah, I don't have this virus. I'm just gonna use this energy and stay positive. And I was like, John, you're right, dude. That's a good way to look at it. And I just kind of adopted that mindset, that
Right.
mentality, just to keep that rig. I mean, like, just stay positive.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. But we
Chest
just gotta
up,
stay
head
positive.
up.
Yeah.
Chest
And the
up,
thing is
head up,
too, yeah.
nose proud.
You got me. You introduced me to that Onnit workout, the kettlebell Onnit 6.
On its 6 kettlebell, yeah. They have a
Oh
body
my
weight one
God,
too.
dude, that is. I'm digging it. I'm not no lying, dude. I am looking forward
A
every day.
little bit harder than the ring fit, you think?
Yes,
a
it's
little bit.
it's more difficult. And the thing is, I haven't done the ring fit since I got onto the Onnit 6.
Right.
But I do appreciate that the ring fit, it was put my foot in the door. That's what wanted me to start getting active in the beginning, to begin being active.
Right.
And now transitioning into this Onnit workout, I think that was a good transition, because now my body I'm used to
Right.
working out and being more active. So going from this, just increasing the scale of the weight, I'm really digging it. It feels good.
Yeah.
I think I told you I was just doing regular workouts, regular kettlebell workouts when I was last Saturday, just looking on some videos on YouTube. Dude, my legs are. You're like, dude, that's not shit. That's like
Keep
that ain't
going.
shit, bro.
Keep
The next day,
going. Keep going.
and sure enough, dude, at Monday, dude, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, second
this
day's always the worst.
burning.
Not the
dude.
first day, second day.
Yeah, so then like, I gradually got over it, and
Then you start looking. Well, what happens is like the more and more weight that you do, and the sore you get, you always end up looking more forward to feeling that soreness in your legs or your arms or your chest or whatever. Your body gets used to feeling like that, so you want that feeling. Like if you don't feel that feeling anymore, then you feel like you wasted the day, type of thing. And like yesterday, I'll be honest, I didn't work out. I came home, I was all bummed out over this meeting that we had and all that stuff. So like I just wanted to play video games. I had Animal Crossing, so today I did a double. I pulled my double. Like I wasn't bullshit. Like yesterday I fucking bullshitted. Today I pulled a double. So I did my workout and then I did my yoga right afterwards.
Yeah, dude. I mean, doing those what do you call it, snatches when you bring up and look through the window and then bring it down. I was like, oh man, I used a 30-pound KB.
Got you.
Oh, I feel good. I was stoked. You know, just dripping in sweat.
Next time, do it in the garage whenever it's like nice and warm outside.
Yeah, I should do it. I should just have to get more mats like those and just take them into the garage.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when that it was day 4 when I got to the yoga one, Mikhail saw it. Yeah, Wednesday. Mikhail's like, yeah, I'm gonna join you. So I mean, that helps motivate me.
Right.
You'll keep going. Just when Mikhail joins me, she grabbed a little 5-pound weight and just started doing some of the exercises that I was doing with the kettlebells. You know. So
that's what's up.
Exercise wise was really good. Work was just a little busy, which is fine. I can't complain. I'm very fortunate that my job is still. I think it's getting. It's in such a high demand. We have to deliver.
Right.
These goods, whereas I believe to be UPS is very essential. What it is right now, we have to get the medical supplies out, the foods, the supplies, the parts to keep the chemical plants running. You know, so I'm very fortunate that I will be working. You know,
right.
So we'll see.
That's good, man.
It is.
It's better. Like I said, it's better than what most people say right now.
And I'm very fortunate to be able to be working right now. And on video games, Persona, dude.
Did you finish it finally?
Dude, I'm literally, if I was a betting man, I would say I am at the last boss of the game. I feel like I'm right there. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back probably Monday night and wrap it up. And it'll be just in time for 31st when Persona 5 Royal comes out.
Oh, God. You're going to start another 100 and something hour game?
And then I'm going to start the same game with just slight deviations.
Nope.
And do it
kill
again.
myself.
No, because that game is so cool, guys.
I'd rather go lick a toilet seat.
And a COVID challenge?
A COVID challenge,
Don't
bro.
do that, bro.
I'd rather go lick the toilet seat,
So,
bro.
and then last night, it was chill and quiet. I just hung out in the garage, drank a few beers. I played some Grand Blue Fantasy Versus by myself. Did some of the missions, some of the RPG mode. And wrapped it up around midnight. Woke up, got a haircut, and looking forward to hanging out with you.
They cut your hair, bro?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, looks all right.
Looks good, man. And then I kind of spent a little bit time setting up the studio, the lighting effects. So if you guys have any comments on it, let me know. I want to see y'all's input. That's always my. I want to sound good and look good, which is pretty easy for me.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Some hot topics today.
So I completed Link's Awakening that you let me borrow. I love the game. If I had to give it a thumbs up, I would give it a thumbs up for sure. There was a little bit of frame rate issues. The graphics are gorgeous though. But like I said, a little bit of frame rate issues going from area to area. Combat is very simple, you know, reminiscent of the old school Link's or the old school Zelda games. And very Castlevania-ish, where you need certain things to get through certain places. Like that was like the original Castlevania style. They just, you know, top down instead of side scroller basically. So I enjoyed the shit out of Link's Awakening. That was really, really fun to go through, and the music was good.
The music was great.
Like I said, the graphics were really good. The combat was fun. The story was good. All that stuff I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed about the game.
Yeah, what I liked about when I was playing Link's Awakening is like when you enter a dungeon, they give you all the obstacles are right in front of you, and you have to remember every tool that you picked up along the way.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get used some way, somehow. So you always have to remember. Oh yeah, just because I used the hook shot, the beginning dungeon when I got it, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna use it now. You have to remember that all these tools that I picked up, whether they're the magic powder or the dash boots or the mirror shield, I'm gonna use these later on again. So you just gotta remember when you see a challenge like it might be staring you at the face.
Well, I felt like the dash the powder wasn't utilized enough. Like you could use it on every enemy if you really wanted to. However, I feel like it wasn't utilized enough other than that first little mission. Like you could use it here and there, here and there.
Like light up some torches or whatever.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like once you got the magic wand, like it didn't seem.
Yeah, the magic wand was way better.
Like, it was like way better.
That wand.
So I felt like some of the things weren't utilized, but they did utilize them in some way. For instance, like in the final boss, you have to pretty much use everything but the shovel to get like through that boss. So that was a really fun boss fight. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Took a little bit of trial and error, but
Definitely.
It took me about 10 minutes to actually complete the whole run. I like the fact that you had to get the magnifying glass and go back and read the book at the beginning of the game to know which path you had to take. That was really cool. So I did complete that one. I give it a huge thumbs up. I, however, would put an asterisk on it and say that if you are gonna buy it at a discount. I don't feel like it's worth
the
$60 price tag. I mean, it is a remake. It isn't just a remaster. It is a full-on remake, and I appreciate all the hard work that they put into it. However, I don't justify, for 6 hours. I did enjoy it. I didn't pay for it. You did, but I did enjoy the game. But I wouldn't pay $60 for just 6 hours. That's just me.
That's your opinion, totally.
And then to move on to another game that is also short and linked, which is My Friend Pedro. I bought that, when on release date. Yeah. I think it was summertime.
Yeah.
And I never really beat it, but I sat down with it this week. It's 4, maybe 5 hours, just to go from beginning to end, not like a completionist type thing, because the completionist type thing, you can get a lot of game modifiers. So if you don't want any recoil in your guns, you can pick up the secret icon to get no recoil or unlimited bullet time or whatever it is that you want to do. So I didn't do with a full-on completionist, just start to finish, beginning to end credits.
Yeah.
Run. It was about 4.5, 5 hours. I loved it, man. It's action-packed. It's fun. You're side-scrolling. You're kicking frying pans into the air, shooting them to kill all the enemies all around, or you're shooting a helium tank for it to shoot forward and like explode on an enemy, and then like things get progressively harder and harder and harder every single stage. And they don't pull any punches even in normal mode. I mean, I died so many times. But the thing is, like, it's a quick load time. You're right back in the action, even on the Nintendo Switch.
That's what I like.
Really, really good game, man. Like, if you pick that up and just sit down with it for 4 or 5 hours just in an afternoon, just like, hey, man, I want to run through my friend Pedro or whatever, and then you play a couple levels, you're like, oh, man, I feel like a fucking badass. Like, this is Max Payne side-scroller with, like, weird shit. Yeah, so... I enjoyed the hell out of it. There's a bunch of different guns. You get pistols, either single or dual wield. Uzis, single or dual wield. You get a shotgun. You get a sniper rifle. You get an AR-15 with a grenade launcher on that motherfucker. Yeah, dude. And it's just fun. Like, but however, if I had to nitpick one thing on that game, is the control scheme. The actual like basic controls, the default controls are kind of shit.
Because it's literally a twin stick shooter, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, it is, but like, you move left, right. There's no up or down, so it's left, right, and then you aim with the right thumbstick, and then you shoot with the right trigger. Alternate shoot with the left trigger. So if you have two guns, you can aim at two different people at the same time, which happens a lot. But in order to like go bullet time, you have to like thumbstick in, and I didn't really like that aspect of it because like I'm used to playing Devolver Digital games. Devolver Digital games is for me is Enter the Gungeon. I know they have a bunch of other stuff. Enter the Gungeon, where right bumper is shoot, left bumper is roll.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's dodge, and they do have a dodge in the game, but it's left. It's like left bumper, but shoot is right trigger.
They're gonna let you map the buttons.
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
which is really good. So my suggestion is, if you are gonna pick up this game and play it, is to map the buttons how you see fit. And a lot of people, they usually play with the default control scheme. They don't ever map buttons, but if it gives you the ability to be better at the game and have more fun, then yes. Because I got like halfway through the game and I was like, nope, I'm done. Remap these buttons. I took the bullet time off the left thumbstick, and I moved it over to left trigger. So I would just like shoot like right trigger or right bumper, dodge with left bumper, and then left trigger was boom. I'm hitting my my bullet time or whatever. I had to remap the whole thing, but it turned out to be way better.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was playing Cuphead when it came on the Switch, they had jump and dash next to each other and then shoot. I was like, nah, hell no, I'm gonna put shoot on one of these. That way I could just transition from jump and dash, you know? Because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna put all three on one side. Like, I gotta put one finger to, yeah. I'm like, I'm glad they let you map your buttons because
and Sony's really good about that. Sony's
Nintendo's
always
not.
been really good about that. Nintendo hasn't been, but thank God Devolver put that in the game. They put it in both their games, all three of their games that are on the Nintendo Switch, because Exit the Gungeon just came out this week on Nintendo Switch. $10, dude. It's a good time waster.
I'm gonna get that.
Pick it up. I fully completed the game with all 7 characters.
And it is also available on arcade, correct?
It is also available on Apple Arcade. It's available on PS4, PC, Xbox, and Switch right now.
Okay, so you if you want it, you can get it.
Yeah, for sure. It's so good. It is so good. So much fun. So yeah, that came out, but yeah, definitely a thumbs up to My Fan Pedro. I had a blast playing it. Like I said, it's $20. If you pick it up on a sale for like $10, pick that shit up.
I think there's a sale going on right now.
I think right now on the Humble Bundle, you can choose it as one of your 9 games that you keep for the month. So if you're a PC player like I am, and you don't have it, pay the $10 or $12 it is for Humble Bundle. You get like a choice of like 20 games. You get to pick 9 to keep forever. So yeah, it's pretty dope. That's why I sent you the Capcom bundle.
I saw that.
It's like $20 for like 15 games. I was like,
it was like the Mega Man collection, some Resident Evils. Yeah,
it was like 5 Resident Evils, 5 Mega Mans. I was like, God damn, that's a lot, dude. So yeah, that's what I completed those 2 games this week. I also completed 2 books of the.
You're working on? Oh, you say you're working on Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, I started Luigi's Mansion.
I want to play that one.
Thursday.
That one looks also like it looks gonna be
fun. That seems to me again another Castlevania type game. Where you have to have certain things to get to certain areas on the map. It starts off a little slow so far. I think I put about an hour or 2 hours into it until I got to like actual combat or anything like that. So it did start off a little slow. The graphics are very, very pretty, just like Link's Awakening is. The voice acting is dog shit because they're doing the Mario. It's a me and okay, doggy, shit like that. Just put text. I don't need any of that. Like Animal Crossing right now.
Yeah.
Stop. Just stop. I don't need all that. I don't need that. Just and then the thing. But
it adds to the charm, I guess.
I guess, dude. I don't know.
Don't charm me, bro.
But Luigi's Mansion has been fun so far. So while I'm working on Animal Crossing and trying to work my way through that, because it isn't like Stardew Valley. I've never played an Animal Crossing before, so
this is my first one.
I played a lot of Stardew Valley, and Stardew Valley you could just go to bed and like wake up and it's a new day.
Yeah, because you usually have like I want to say maybe like 10 minutes, and within that 10 minutes, that's
a whole day. So this one's real time.
It's real time.
Real
time. You ain't going nowhere, bro.
Real time. So if it's 8 a.m. in the morning, guess what fucking time it is in the game? 8 a.m.
And you better be in the right hemisphere, motherfucker.
Because the seasons also change and all that stuff too. So
spring.
The game is gorgeous on the Switch. It is absolutely beautiful. They are
handheld or docked?
Both. I tried both. The game is just gorgeous all the way around. The controls are a little weird getting used to at first, but once you get used to them, it's okay. Once you get like the weapon wheel or like the tools wheel,
a little shortcut.
You don't have to bring up.
Yeah. I told my like, tell me you get a shortcut. She's like, yeah. You eventually
do.
Like, okay, cool.
And then you get more bag space, and then you build up the town and all that stuff. The villagers are kind of like fucking like Wall Street sharks, bro. Like they loan you money, they don't fuck around.
The little Timmy and Tommy, the little
they don't. Oh, we loaned you $90,000, bitch.
How you gonna pay? How you gonna pay? Oh, let me run the number. Like you turn in some things.
Let me run the numbers.
Does it sound okay to you? Yeah.
It's not all right. I guess you're the only vendor on the fucking island.
So what I did was I grabbed all the weeds and I sold them. I was like, okay, I'm usually getting around 10 bales of weed. So I got 15 weeds and I made it into an umbrella, and it doubles the amount. So pro tip, guys, get your weeds.
Always craft them out.
Craft them out and then flip it. Just
Oh, for sure. Always craft
get the nooks for what they're worth. So when you piggybacking off what you talked about off the Humble Bundle that you suggested for me for Capcom.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3 demo just came out.
Yeah.
I saw a video gameplay. It shows Jill. I see the guns, like that's a Glock.
Oh
I'm
shit!
like, oh shit,
It's a real gun.
It's a real gun.
It's
I'm
a
like, I'm
real
gonna have to get
gun.
it now. I'm gonna have to get it now. So I'm treating it like shit. I'm treating it like Final Fantasy 7. I'm not gonna play
I
any
didn't even.
demos.
I knew the demo came out. Didn't even
Yeah,
fucking download
didn't
it.
even download it. I'm
No.
just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. It's right around the corner, so I'm gonna get that.
We're literally on quarantine right now. I have so many games to complete. I will do that before I fucking play a demo of anything that's about to come out. I'm not touching a demo.
Yeah,
Why
we
would
need
I
a demo.
waste? Why would I not only waste my bandwidth, which is also free right now? Thank you, Comcast. But like, why would I want to like spoil something that I'm gonna enjoy in a few weeks?
You're
Like,
going to get it.
the game comes out on our like 3 days before our birthday.
Correct.
It's not a big deal. And then we're
For
also
birthday.
looking forward to Final Fantasy
7.
Final
10.
Fantasy 7, which is like 4 days after, so we're gonna have a good week.
It's gonna be a good week.
It's
No
not gonna
birthday,
be-
no birthday party, but it'll be a good week.
Oh,
We'll be like Pablo Escobar.
No,
Just,
I'm definitely drinking somewhere.
we're just gonna be sitting there with our party.
We're just-
It's gonna be you and me.
We
and
just
Mikhail.
have to uninvite
Everybody.
Morris and Kelly. That's it.
That's
Like,
it.
That's it.
Damn.
So thank you. Hashtag messenger, bro.
Messenger, bro. Hit me up.
Hit me up on the low.
For real.
So but yeah, so we just have to uninvite. It just can't be 10 people. So that's it, bro.
That's how you know if you're in or not, guys.
Yeah. So other than that, man. Okay, so a lot of vendors, what they've been doing lately is they've been giving out a lot of free games and a lot of free time because of all this epidemic stuff that's going on. So right now, if you have a WoW account, up to date, you get a
100%.
double XP.
Yeah, 100% XP boost.
Up until like April 20th, which is dope. If you have, Steam's got some free games right now. Epic's got Stanley Parable and Watch Dogs free on the Epic Game Store right now. Stanley Parable is a fairly quick arcade game, pretty dope ass game. And also Watch Dogs, which is a pretty solid third-person shooter, hacker type game where it takes like 15-20 hours to complete. Ubisoft.
Yeah.
That one's for free on the Epic Store right now. There's a lot of things going on. You got Call of Duty, what's it called? Warzone?
Yeah.
Call of Duty Warzone hit like 30 million people in 10 days, dude. That's
Did it really?
crazy. Hell yeah, dude. So, you got Call of Duty, you got a bunch of free battle royales. You got Fortnite, you got PUBG. That's not free though.
Not free?
No, that's $20.
Oh.
Apex Legends is free though.
That's right.
That one's out as well. So there are plenty of things to do if you have no money. Comcast here in Houston has already lifted the bandwidth. I think that's nationwide, the bandwidth cap. So if you need to download something like Red Dead Redemption 2 or, Call of Duty or whatever it is, get on it because now's the time to do it while you have free bandwidth all the way up until May, I believe. That's the cutoff for that. So there's a lot of good free games out there right now. If you have PlayStation Plus,
Yes.
What is it? Last Guardian? Or not the Last Guardian.
Shadow of Colossus and Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces, Shadow Colossus.
I never played Sonic Forces, but I did play Shadow Colossus. That one is actually a fun game. Like, you really get to take in the atmosphere, because it's just you and your horse, and you see this giant field, and there's nothing there.
Good.
And you just got to go, to out to the distance, and you see the Colossus, and then you just got to learn how to fight it.
No.
It's just.
And how to get through it. Like, it's like a platformer.
Exactly.
Until you get,
Yeah, you have to use your gauge to, climb and hang on to try to shake you off and then find a path to get up there. And then
that game was way ahead of its time.
It really was.
It was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, because you're like, whoa.
It was so good back on PS2, and now with PS4 graphics, you're like,
and it got remastered, and now it's on PlayStation Plus, that version. So yeah, guys, if you have it,
I don't even think that game released at full price, even as a remaster.
I
Not like Link's Awakening.
I remember I bought it, and I don't remember the price, but yeah, those are out, guys. You should give them check them out.
And also, if you haven't signed up for if you're a PC gamer and you haven't signed up for the Xbox Live Game Pass yet, I think it's $5 for the first month, and you get access to all their games that they got going on, which is Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which also came out this past week.
That looks so good.
So good. I was so hyped about that game, but I can't justify it right now. That was one of the games I wanted to buy.
Backlog, bro.
Backlog.
Yeah.
So it's on my wish list. So, Ori of the Will of the Wisp came out. It's on there. So if you have $5 to spare and you don't have any games to play right now, that the Xbox Game Pass is the way to go if you're a PC gamer. So check that one out, guys. And speaking of which, being that we're all under quarantine, Steam hit an all-time high this week, bro.
How much?
$20 million.
I'm not surprised.
20
I'm not
mil.
surprised. A lot of people not working right now,
Nope.
having to forced to take some time off and stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, I think I read somewhere on Twitter that the town of Los Angeles is under mandatory.
The town?
Yeah,
The
Los
the
Angeles.
metropolis?
The little village, the little sleepy
The
village.
little sleepy village called Los Angeles
Los
is
Angeles.
under complete
Yeah,
lockdown
so
right
like,
now.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I'm not surprised seeing that there's just a lot more people. I mean, it makes me think like that means hopefully the servers could take all that kind of.
I think they'll be all right.
Yeah,
And even if the servers can't handle it, there's 100 other games that you could play.
that's true.
You know, you don't have
And-
to
and-
play
and
the
if
one
not-
game.
If not, go outside and go for a walk.
Yeah, go. Well,
Go for a walk. Avoid the
just
large
don't
crowds.
touch anything.
Yeah, don't be licking mailboxes and shit. So, go for a walk. You'll be all right, guys.
Yeah, all
It's
right.
okay.
Just don't breathe in any weird air or
Yeah.
anything. Anyway, a couple big things happened this week in the video gaming world. Xbox Series X showed off their external storage, which was that strange port that we talked about that was on the back of the Xbox Series X that was coming out. They had that weird, strange port on the back of it.
Yeah.
So what that is unfortunately, it's a proprietary memory card that you will have to buy from Microsoft or its third-party developers, i.e. Samsung or Seagate or anything like that. It's an NVMe hard drive, a solid-state drive space that you can only use that port for. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
And a terabyte of that thing right now is like $300, give or take. It's expensive.
It's
a little expensive.
it reminded me of when Nintendo 64 had that little expansion pack.
Oh,
You had to put it in
for the
very
Rumble
front.
Pack?
No, not Rumble
Oh.
Pack, but it was an expansion pack. You at the front of your Nintendo 64, there's a little plate. You take it off.
Oh, yeah.
And you needed
expansion
that.
port.
Yeah, you needed that to play like Perfect Dark
Yep.
and like Majora's Mask.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
those
that.
two things, yeah. And then they had the Rumble Packs.
I
and then
remember
they-
Rumble Packs. Yeah, that came out with Star Fox 64. I remember
all
that
that
one.
shit.
Yeah.
So it's Xbox is doing a proprietary memory device. They haven't given word about how much one of those is going to cost, but the problem with these things is this technology isn't brand new. It's about a year old. However, they're not cheap because they are still new. Like solid state drives are still not cheap enough to justify whereas you could buy an external hard drive for your PS4
Which
or
I
whatever.
do.
Not
Which I
cheap.
do.
It's not expensive. It's like $50 and you get a good
Correct.
2 terabytes.
Yeah.
But 1 terabyte of this thing is going to cost you like $3. So maybe not.
Yeah. And the games are
that's-
getting bigger.
The games are getting bigger.
A lot bigger.
A lot bigger. And with this new technology that they got coming out with ray tracing and everything like that.
12 teraflops.
Yeah. And then I think PlayStation's at like 10 or something like that. They did talk about that. So we can move on into that if you would like. So PlayStation revealed their specs for everything that they're doing for
Was
the
it
PlayStation 5.
Matt Cerny?
I actually didn't watch the press conference. I didn't.
Me neither.
I was at work.
Me neither. I did not watch either. And the thing is, guys, I am not a tech guy. Okay, so when I was on Reddit and they just had a list of all the specs, I'm like,
Okay. Okay.
Okay, cool. What does that mean? Because like if I was a techie guy and you'd like, oh man, AMD something with processing this.
They're
with-
both AMD Zen 2s.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, but stuff like that. When you start throwing crunching numbers, I'll be like,
So basically, they're both using the exact same processor. One is clocked a little bit higher than the other. One has 12 teraflops, which would be the Xbox, and the GPU on the PlayStation 5 is using an RDNA 2 at 10.28 teraflops. They have the same amount of memory. They're rocking around a terabyte of storage. The PlayStation 5 being a lot less at 825 gigabytes, but they are both on the NVMe solid state drives. They're both rocking the 4K Blu-rays and all that stuff. So the Xbox is a little bit more powerful. However, Xbox is more powerful, but everything gets released on PC that gets released on Xbox at the same time. PlayStation already said they're not doing that. You know, PlayStation says we will release games on PC, but
eventually, correct.
Soon TM,
Yeah.
basically. So PlayStation, even though it is the weaker of the consoles, will probably be the console that I buy in this console generation. because
when they come out.
huh?
When they come out.
When they come out because
Yeah.
they've been postponed. Whenever they do come out, because of the fact that hey, I could get God of War, I can get Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon whatever the new Horizon is going to be. I can get the new Last of Us. I can get whatever's coming out on the PlayStation that's proprietary to PlayStation that I can't play on my PC. That's why I'll be getting a PlayStation.
Well, the thing also, when they start talking about what these numbers mean, this number's bigger, but this one's smaller, but this one does this. To me, that doesn't really matter until it gets into the hand of the developers.
That's right.
And they can use this technology and push it to where they want it to go. Because, hey, if you got all these, teraflops, that's great. But
if you can't build on it,
the developers aren't utilizing, and all they really need is like 8. I'm throwing out numbers here, guys. Well, I mean, what's the point? It's
Right.
just what can these developers do with this technology? So, I mean, they're both, they're going to be great when they come out. That's awesome when they come out eventually. But it really just comes down to what can the developers do with it.
right?
That's what it really is.
And I always think that
my opinion.
Sony seems to do better with their own technology than everybody else seems to do. Games like Dreams from Media Molecule.
Oh,
games,
definitely. Not to cut you off, but like it's the same with Nintendo because they know how to use this Switch technology. When you play Breath of the Wild, like, oh, it looks really, really,
Right.
really good because the developers know the hardware in and out, so
Right.
they can really abuse it and make it work to their advantage. So that's something that throw numbers at me, but until the developers get it. So.
And that was why I was a little disappointed with this press conference, and I didn't watch it because I found out after the conference had already ended what the conference was about, which was just they were pumping out numbers, and numbers are all well and good, but I kind of still want to see what the console looks like. I want to know.
You want to see what it looks like? Maybe a demo or something. But,
yeah, something. They're not showing shit.
I remember. I think they mentioned there will be some backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So
the same
see.
thing with Xbox though.
So I'm excited for that because sometimes I want to maybe dust off my PS1 games and maybe.
God
give it a
damn,
shot.
I don't think I
know.
have anymore.
I do. I have a little Case Logic somewhere laying around.
Case Logic?
I do.
Oh shit!
You'll
I
see-
remember that shit.
You look through them.
You flip through the fucking booklets.
and all falling out and shit. So
That's the worst. They never protected their CDs for
they
nothing.
kind of you kind of. But yeah, I can't wait. We'll see what has to do.
All right, so there's a couple rumor mill things going around right
I
now,
love
bud.
rumor mills.
All right,
Let's speculate the shit out of this.
speculate the shit out of it. Here we
Let's
go.
go.
Number one is that Sony is attempting to buy. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and Castlevania from Konami Games. You shaking your
I'm
head?
shaking my head no because
You don't think they'll get rid of it?
no, it just like I don't really think my body can handle that. My body is not ready. If I got those 3 franchises in the hand of Sony, can you imagine what they could do with that?
No, I'm just thinking because me and your favorite franchise is Metal Gear
Hands
Solid.
down.
Hands down. Followed a close second in that list by Castlevania and then Silent Hill towards the end. I did enjoy Silent Hill, but not as much as the other two because Silent Hill hasn't done anything in like fucking forever. Right? So it kind of falls off the edge here. So just based off of Metal Gear Solid alone, if I could get that into the hands of fucking Insomniac Games or Guerrilla Games or Santa Monica Studios or
anything
just
in house from Sony.
who isn't gonna fuck it up,
Yeah.
like
Turn
Konami did
turn
with
into a pachinko machine or something.
with
like that.
what did they do with Metal Gear Survive?
They just made a survival game out of it. Yeah. That's all they did. So
It was
like, wow.
They're like, oh, Survival's hot right
We'll
now.
just yeah.
Survival's so hot right now. My name's Donald Trump.
Just gonna grab it by the pussy.
Just gonna grab it and we're gonna put these things and it's gonna be incredible.
It's totally.
It's gonna be incredible. Yeah. So I hope
That was a good impression.
I hope
like
and
that.
pray that Sony takes away these 3 franchises because I think it would be a shame that if Konami held on to them and just made pachinko machines out of them. And you know what? Sony should take the video game developing rights from Konami, but let Konami still handle the IP. So like if you want to make a fucking bullshit ass ball bearing game out of this
Spin off something.
franchise, then you could do that. But let us make the video games because obviously you ain't doing shit right now.
Yeah. Lease out the licenses. Yeah.
So let them have the video game license. Let Konami keep the actual likeness and all that stuff.
The
Let them
IPs
keep,
and stuff,
yeah. Let them use that. So I like this move from Sony. They realize where their big money is. I thought Castlevania would have been more of like a Nintendo thing because that's where it got its roots.
Correct.
Silent Hill and Metal Gear both got their roots from
The PlayStation era.
PlayStation era.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see if this does actually come to fruition. Who Sony will give these out to, and what said developers can do with them.
There's just so much potential with this, right?
So
Because,
much potential,
I mean,
dude. Could you imagine a world
you know,
in a world?
well, cause, I mean, so the Silent Hill, you could go with a whole, just you could give it to freaking Naughty Dogs, and you could just go psychological thriller horror. You know,
Naughty Dog does that real
I mean,
well.
exactly. It just, I mean, these three licenses, IPs, if they given to Sony and they could handle it, that'd be insane. I mean, I would like to see Castlevania because Castlevania is so hot right now, especially with the show coming is out right now.
Oh, the show is so good.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
I'm like episode 3 or 4 into that. So yeah, I'm halfway through that one. I'm loving it. Of course, the video game aspect, it could be insane. So I'm like, I know this is just rumor mill, but
I hope it happens.
Sometimes you just think about it and you just like, but fantasize and run with it. Like, man, what do you do with this? Great,
Another rumor mill that we got going on right now is that a new Spyro game, Spyro the Dragon, a new Spyro game is in development.
Another Spyro, no.
Spyro the Dragon.
I was thinking about Crash Bandicoot, Nitro Racing. I was thinking about that.
So that's one rumor mill, and also there was a big leak this week on Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac Games. There was very, very specific things that got announced for this. I'm not going to go through all of it. One I will say is a 2021 release date, so not this year, but next year, holiday time. It'll also feature Harry Osborn as Venom, which is a weird take on it.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen that in the comic books, but then again, I don't read the comic books as often to know if that ever happened. So I'll have to do my research on that.
Okay, some liberties.
And then it will take place in Queens and Brooklyn, which don't have the high rises. So a new web slinging mechanic and terrain traversal will be like in effect. So it's not going to be just straight up web slinging. That will be a part of it, but they're going to try and change it up a little bit for the lower altitude of buildings.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing that got announced. And every time Reddit puts out this rumor, like a rumor thing for any of these type of big like AAA titles, the last ones I remember they do it for is like Fallout 4, things like that they've always come true to the T. Fucking even during Game of Thrones, like Game of Thrones season 8 episode 2, people were like, "This is how it's gonna end. Here's a spoiler list," and you're just like, "Fuck, I don't want that to happen."
Checklist.
And you just go through it like check.
And you get to the very bottom. You get to the very bottom when he stabs the old girl, like, fuck. Get in there.
So I kind of believe this rumor mill only based off the fact that I've seen it happen in the past.
Yeah.
And hey, 2021, I'm all right with that. It gives them like a good 4-year development cycle, 3-year development cycle. So I'm okay with Insomniac taking that long to put this one out. Very, very excited to see a Spider-Man 2 in a low altitude setting.
And
That'd be dope.
And also, are you surprised that there's a sequel to Spider-Man?
No, not at all. Exactly. It was the greatest.
That was one of the best selling games.
Superhero fucking game of all time.
Yeah, was it 2018 when it came out?
All time.
No, but when it came out, when it came out 2018, standing shoulder to shoulder with God of War and
correct,
and Red Dead Redemption.
Correct.
Being released with those three giants,
powerhouses,
and being considered a GOTY, like that just shows you that I'm not surprised that this game is going to come out a sequel.
Gorgeous to look at. It was.
I remember when you were streaming the DLC, and I'm just watching you. Just crap, that's awesome.
Fucking good looking game, dude. I can't wait for Spider-Man 2.
It played it well.
Shouts out to Insomniac Games for making our dreams come true with that one. Hopefully,
and imagine
we live long enough.
Yeah, imagine Insomniac makes a Castlevania game.
Dude,
3D Castlevania
that'd be
game.
dope. Another rumor mill here is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster was rated in Korea. Rated meaning like they submitted it for a rating to be released to the general public. So what they do with games before they're released is they submit them to like the ESRB ratings here in the United States. That way they can rate it as mature or exactly. Yeah. So what they did was somebody had submitted a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster in Korea to be rated, age rated, and so that's like out in the wilderness now. Like they're gonna release a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster. So that was one of the best ones. One of the best ones.
It really was one of the best ones. I think Kevin swears by that's one of his favorite ones.
Modern Warfare 1 was my favorite.
Yeah.
But 2 was a
I
close.
remember my brother played the second one also. Yeah, I like the third one. That's the one that got me into the franchise.
Modern Warfare 3 was the one that got you in?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was the one. Yeah, when it came out the 360.
All right. So those are the rumor mills this week. Pretty big news there. You know, Sony trying to buy up Konami's IPs. Spider-Man 2. Spyro is a fucking great platformer, a 3D platformer, you know, action adventure game. And then of course Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So that'd be all good things. Probably not this year, of course, but
no, take time.
All good things. Another big thing that happened this week, dude, is Overwatch announced a new hero named Echo.
Echo, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my freaking my little Alexa thingy went crazy.
Echo. Oh really?
No. Alexa, Echo, what? Huh?
What? Where?
What? Oh.
Who's calling me?
Who's calling me?
Who's calling?
Let me in there. We got DPS support.
I actually didn't look too far into all that stuff. I was like, oh shit, they're putting out a new hero.
Yeah, because the last one was what, Sigma?
Sigma was the last one. Yeah, that was a few months ago. That was when I was still playing Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch enough to like pretend that I've kept up with it. Overwatch 2 got announced, and I was like, I'm done.
PvE.
I'm done. Oh, I'm done.
PvE, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I'm good though. PvE. But hey, they announced a new Overwatch hero. I think it's supposed to come out Wednesday.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I'll look that up.
We'll look into it.
Anyway, so yeah,
I don't play that.
You bought it though.
I bought it. I tried it. Just Hey, they can't all be for me, right? Leave it as it is.
It's on the PTR right now.
The PTR. There we go.
And damage, yes, DPS.
Looks like she looks like a sexy version of that emo Wally.
Yeah, dude. What was that fucking thing's name,
she
dude?
She looks like a sexy version of Wally's girlfriend.
She got some pointy ass toes, bro.
Very.
But she's got flight, which means that she sounds to me like
she's gonna have a very robot voice.
No, it sounds like she's gonna be like a Pharah, like an anti-Pharah, which sounds kind of cool though. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, new hero named Echo out soon. For Overwatch. So Nintendo Switch, Xbox users, PlayStation, and PC are all gonna get that one at the same time.
Same release, same day release.
Same day release, brother.
That's gonna be awesome. I want to talk real quick about Evo 2020.
Oh shit.
Possibly. They haven't officially came out saying that they're not gonna be there, but the Mandalay Bay Resort said that they are going into suspending any events until they get get past all this that's going on. So Mr. Wizard hasn't officially canceled Evo 2020, and they said they would refund all the tickets there.
Mm-hmm.
But Mandalay Bay saying, yeah, we're right now everything is suspended. So it just really sucks right now for the tournament scene. Those fighting games, especially when I go out there, and that being one of the biggest one where not only is it just the biggest tournament of the season, but that's when you get a lot of your game reveals, your fighting game reveals, your DLCs, your character
main
passes.
Stage.
Yeah, that's the E3 for fighting games. When developers want to come out and just tell you the road plan for their fighting games.
Right.
So it's
sad.
It really is, because I always do look forward to it, even though I don't play Tekken 7 or some other fighting games. I like to see the reveals, see what's coming up. So yeah, that's just thing I just wanted to bring up real quick.
No, for sure. That is definitely a bummer and a damper on like the whole fighting game community.
It is.
Spawn came out this week, which was cool.
I saw this trailer. It was okay. Don't get me wrong. It's hammy over the top, NetherRealm style.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked good doing it.
He looked good,
when he's pulling out his guns and everything and shooting them up and everything. I was like,
I think I counted like 8 different weapons that he had.
Yeah,
like he had his axe, a sword,
chains, clubs,
cape.
Yeah, cape.
Fuck, dude, it's like
that big old boot. I mean, it just he looked really cool.
Yeah, it made me want to.
But I don't want to play Mortal Kombat.
It made me want to start playing Mortal Kombat, dude.
Like maybe I'll watch some videos. I don't know.
It made me want to start playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so.
I got some friends that play it, and they're like in Spawn. But other than that, one of my favorite things in the whole world is F1 racing.
Oh.
F1 racing has been canceled like every other sport in this entire world. However, it is, one of those sports that has a video game release to coincide with it.
Excuse me.
But in this video game release, everybody can play against each other because every person plays a specific driver, and you can have 26 drivers on the track or however many it is. So what F1 decided to do was, what Formula One decided to do was, they were going to get everybody from their own homes with their own rigs, PC rigs or whatever, and their own driving simulators with this Codemasters F1 2019 release. Everybody plays themselves in the video game, and they're going to race for half the amount of time, right? So instead of it being a 52-lap race, it's going to be a 26-lap race. Everybody's going to be in and out, hour and a half in their own house. Yeah. They don't even got to leave their house for the coronavirus bullshit. They're going to sit down. They're going to have a nice little race where everybody just fucking goes and has a good time. And
that sounds like fun.
It sounds like a great time because you have professional race car drivers who are driving 200 miles an hour, sitting in their own home on their own rig.
Just to play
this game. And they did announce that not everybody is a good video game player. Video games isn't real life, so we're going to have some assists. They're going to have traction control and whatever the fuck on. And to assist the drivers in playing the video game because, some drivers don't play video games.
Let's face the facts. Yeah. I mean, it's not a 1-for-1 ratio. You don't go into a $1 million race car.
Right.
And expect
multi-million-dollar race car.
Like that. I take it back. You don't go into a multi-million-dollar race car, research and developed by a
Codemasters
team. Yeah. By a team of engineers, and then play a racing game and be like,
by Codemasters.
Yeah, and be like, oh yeah, it's a whole different animal. Yeah.
So Max Verstappen, I'll show you this after we're done with the podcast. Max Verstappen, one of the drivers from Red Bull, one of my favorite drivers. This kid, he goes through his little lap of. It was supposed to be Melbourne was a race a couple weeks ago, so in Australia, but they canceled it due to coronavirus concerns and all that stuff. So he sat down in the chair. He did his little fast lap or whatever, and I'm watching. I'm like, dude, I can't even play racing games like this. The kid blinks like twice.
Really?
The whole lap. He's, baseball cap, fucking regular clothes, in a regular chair with the racing wheel in front of him. I saw him blink twice, and I'm like, oh, I'm not a driver.
This is why you're not a professional driver.
I'm not a driver.
This guy has nerves of steel.
I'm just like, he's 22 years old. Yeah. He blinked twice that whole lap. How did he do that? But I thought it was really cool that F1 was going to do online races for the postponed races until they can get back onto the track and race real. Watching those races has been one of my favorite sports and pastimes for the past couple of years. Ever since I got into it through fucking Netflix of all places.
I saw documentary or something like that.
Yeah, ever since I saw the Drive to Survive on Netflix, it's been one of my favorite things to watch. And I'll stay up until fucking 1 a.m. to start the race. Yeah, that's what time they start.
Yeah, because sometimes they're like, across the world. Yeah, it's a worldwide sport.
Most of the time, they're across the world.
They're in Europe or in Asia or something like that. Yeah,
that's exactly right.
So the time zones. Ooh.
So, most of the time the races start at like 12 or 1 or whatever, and I have a blast staying up and watching them, man. So, shouts out to F1 for doing the damn thing, and putting their drivers on a course together, from their own homes and doing their
still giving something for the fans too, something to watch. Even though it's not real life racing, hey, just have fun and watch the video game and
have a good time, dude.
And see them play. Yeah, that's
and awesome. I think what's gonna be cool is they're gonna like try and like have a camera like their webcam and like because like on when you're watching the race or whatever, you have like the team radio, you can hear the team radio or whatever. They're gonna have a camera at everybody's house. And they're gonna have like another guy giving him, the driver, like advice, like, "Oh, we gotta pass a box or whatever."
You got so and so coming up on your left.
Yeah, whatever they got saying to each other. I think it would be cool if they actually played it out like a real race.
That would be fun.
Sorry, I'm getting a little giddy. I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
I hope they stream it on Twitch. That'd be awesome.
I think they're streaming it on YouTube, on their YouTube.
On their YouTube. Okay,
yeah, so that'd be pretty dope. And they're gonna actually have announcers.
Really?
That's the actual announcers that they have for F1.
Shoutcasters, commentators,
and away, and so it should be fun to watch or whatever. So
I can't wait.
You're not gonna watch it, but yeah. The other thing that I saw that I thought was hilarious is during all this coronavirus and stuff that we've been talking about for the past couple weeks, GameStop decides
the one that Reggie Fils-Aimé joined their board of directors.
Correct. And you were real hopeful.
And I was hopeful for it.
So not so much.
Let's see what we got. What we got here?
My problem is that they haven't closed their stores. and they don't have disinfectant, and they don't properly clean their stores. And many GameStop
Some of them are
employees have
dirty.
come out and said this, that we don't have proper disinfectant, we don't have all this stuff. They are calling themselves
Essentials.
employees and workers throughout this coronavirus to keep their retail stores open. And I don't think anything is essential if you can not go to that store and still download it online,
Yeah.
unless it's like a retro game. So why they're calling themselves essential?
That's I think the essential part is a PR move just to I guess justify what you're doing.
You ain't essential.
And no, it's really not essential. And the thing is, I was had the day off Thursday, so me and Mikhail were like, go to Best Buy. We went in there. It was fine. I mean, there was no crazy crowds. They weren't. They have a sign on there saying they changed their store hours, which that's what's going on right now. But we walked in there, it was very friendly and everything, and that's it. And when I heard that some people are upset that they're not closing down GameStop, I'm like, well, if they're under maybe a city effect or a county effect where they say they have to be locked down, well then yes, be locked down. That's for the safety of the community. But if you're not, why should you close down?
Right.
I mean, Best Buy is still open.
Right.
So I find it. I mean, I never worked at a GameStop. I'm glad I never did. So I don't know how the state of how one of those stores is ran. I've been inside one before, and they're very tiny, and so, yeah, I don't know how I feel about people being upset that they didn't close. I don't. I mean, Best Buy is still open, so if you follow their business model.
Yeah, but I
Should
think
be
that
fine.
Best Buy is a lot more prepared for something like this. I think that they actually have people like wiping stuff down.
Oh yeah.
Doing what they have to do, and like people aren't touching shit. But like if you go into a GameStop, dude, like employees of GameStop are posting on forums and stuff. And they're like, ooh, don't go. Like we have nothing to clean. We haven't been supplied, and
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody like physically wipe down something on a shelf. I think I've only seen them like dust.
Yeah. I mean, that to me, that'll be where your common sense should be. Your common sense should come in, where you'll be like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't go into somewhere that's kind of not clean. That's just me in particular. I mean, I know it's very big because this Friday was a release of both Doom and Animal Crossing, two very big games. So I could see why that concern was out there, but I'm pretty sure now that this is done with, this news is going to the backside.
Yeah. And speaking of which, you brought up Doom Eternal. That is another one on my
To play,
to buy, because Doom 1 was so good. Like the Doom that came out a few years back.
Doom 2016, I believe.
So good. Like fucking action packed. It's like just hitting the metal music on your ass. I'm excited for this one, but Animal Crossing took precedence for me.
Yeah.
On this one, just because I have never played an Animal Crossing before. I played
one.
all the Dooms. I think from Doom.
From PC?
Doom PC. I played Doom, Quake,
Wolfenstein. Played them all.
Quake 2, Quake 3, Wolfenstein, all that shit. I played all of those. So I wanted to take a little bit of a break from the first-person shooters. I want a more me-driven game, or a story-driven game, which is why I'm playing The Witcher, which is why I'm playing Animal Crossing and things like that. So it is still on my buy list. I will probably end up picking it up on a console, just because I hate Bethesda's launcher. Their launcher is like, ugh,
oh, that's right.
way worse than Epic.
That's right.
Everybody's got a launcher, but theirs is like the worst out of all of them. For sure, the worst. So I think I'm gonna either wait for it to come out on Steam or Epic. I'd rather buy it on Epic Game Store than buy it on Bethesda at all.
Yeah.
So I'm still holding out on Bethesda. I held out a lot longer for Bethesda than I did for Epic. But that's because Bethesda doesn't have any good games anymore.
No. Skyrim.
Hashtag. What's the new one called?
Stranded in Peru.
No. What?
Yeah, it's like a lot of the college kids that went to for spring break. They're stuck over there, dude. They can't get
Yeah,
back. They can't get any
for real?
flights. Yeah, they can't get flights back to the U.S.
Shit. No, I
Feels
didn't
bad,
hear about
man.
that. No, I was talking about the new Elder Scrolls is supposed to be called what's it supposed to be called? Elder Scrolls 6. You're gonna make me look this up now.
Yeah, let's see it. Elder Scrolls 6.
Come on, give me a name.
Elder Scrolls 6 Skyrim.
No, 5 was Skyrim. 6 was supposed to be called something, but I don't fucking know. Doesn't even have it on the.
It's gonna be an online MMO. I already have that.
They haven't actually announced it. I guess I was just mistaken. I thought they actually had a name for it, but I guess not.
I think it's for their sci-fi one they're gonna come out with.
They did have a name for the sci-fi one,
Like
that's
Starfall or something like that. Or I forgot. Skyfall. No, that's a James Bond movie.
Speaking of James Bond movies, didn't that movie come out already? Did it?
Bond movie.
Dude, the new James Bond, Daniel Craig, is so good.
I like Daniel Craig.
Speaking of which, did you watch anything this week?
Castlevania. Actually, I watched some Castlevania. I liked it. I'm fun. Appreciate it. You guys should check it out. I mean, I was like on the cusp of getting rid of Netflix. So I'm like, I can't. And the thing is, I haven't been watching that much TV to begin with. I've just been busy. No, it is. And that's something I look forward to. I like doing it now and just want to do more of it. So it's something I only have a finite amount of hours after work, so I have to squeeze in.
Right.
Okay, I definitely want to do an hour exercise. So
Right.
that leaves an hour hang out with Red because she goes to sleep early on Monday through Wednesday.
Right.
And then I still want to stream. Fuck, what? Give me
Okay.
3 hours of what
So
I
you're
can do.
prioritizing video games over
over TV.
Okay.
So
I on the other hand did watch some new content as well as some old content. This week I watched Shawshank Redemption, which is an older movie.
Yeah,
but
Tim
I
Robbins
love that
and
fucking movie.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah.
Love that movie. I also watched There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis, and I can't remember the other.
Wait,
kid's
that's the
name.
one where he's an oil tycoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
It's
my milkshake. My struggles from here all the way over there. My milkshake.
But like, the movie plot made 0 sense to me. Like, I kind of like the Daniel Day-Lewis character. Is like just kind of a fucking asshole.
He was just kind of
He's
a
an
maniac.
oil-
He's just a maniac oil tycoon.
Yeah.
Whatever
There's no point to the story. Okay, the guy's a preacher. He kills him. That's it. Like, okay. But like the whole getting to there was like my favorite part is like just him going through his little steps or whatever.
I think the best part was his performance. That was like
so good. Louder for in the back. I love his voice, dude. I love Daniel Day-Lewis's voice. Like, I watched Gangs of New York. I watch Lincoln or whatever he's in. I want to see it just because I love his voice and his acting. I did watch 2 new things. So two old things, 2 new things this week. I saw Dickie, a show on Hulu from FX.
Okay.
Well, it's on FX, I think. But that's the rapper Little Dicky and Andrew Santino. They are best friends.
Santino?
Andrew
Cheeto?
Santino. Yeah, Cheeto Santino.
Okay, I gotta watch it now.
Oh,
I gotta watch it.
So good.
I gotta watch it. I like Santino.
So good. So funny. I love the shit out of the show. It's my new favorite comedy show right now.
I have to check it out.
So fucking good. It's on Hulu, so check it out.
Okay.
And then I saw the new Burt Kreischer special called Hey Big Boy. Hey There Big Boy or something like that. That one, it was the comedy show that me and Alice went to go see.
The one he's Spanish? No, that's
that was
Segura.
in,
Segura.
Yeah, that got
Spanish.
postponed.
Yeah.
But we went to go see him in like March or like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when you guys went to that theater.
Yeah, we went to the theater at U of H.
And they wrecked it. Yeah.
Dude, and he murdered it. And this special was like legit word for word. I think he like rearranged some things, but watching it on this was so good.
Hey There Big Boy?
So good. I think it's like Hey Big Boy or Hey There Big Boy.
Netflix?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Okay.
That one came out this past week, and then we got Tom Segura's putting out his new special this Friday.
Yeah.
So we had Burt Kreischer last week with his special. We got Tom Segura coming up with his new special this Friday. I'm fucking excited to see what these boys got.
If you're a fan of comedy,
dude.
you got stuff coming.
I fucking love it, dude. I can't hold it in, dude. Like Burt Kreischer's was so fucking good, and seeing it a second time was that much better. And I can't wait to see what Tom has got on his special. I didn't get to catch Tom live this past year, so watching his special, it's gonna be a first time for me. It's gonna be a good time, but I love watching them live because being live is a lot different.
Oh,
than
definitely, yeah. When you and me and Alice went to go see Brandon Shab.
Brandon
Shab.
Brandon.
I mean,
He's a faggot.
Once he's gonna give you the surf.
Come
and turf.
at me,
He's
bro.
Like, Papa, he's gonna give you the surf and turf, Papa.
You want to see these teardrops, Brennan Schaub?
He's gonna give you the surf and turf, Papa. But when I was there at the improv with you guys, and just the intimacy of the theater, and just laughing is contagious. You know,
Yeah.
it just the joke just rolls, and it's funny, and it's really a difference when you're actually there in person and watching it. You know. In your own home, because I mean, yes, the jokes are funny, but when you're there, when everybody's in the moment and laughing is just breaking out, that's just makes it that much more. I know there's a difference, and I can't wait. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So Tom Segura, shout out for this upcoming Friday for his new Netflix special. Do we have any game releases this Friday or no?
What do we have this Friday?
What is it? The 31st?
Well, the 31st, I got Persona 5 Royal coming out.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Tuesday. That's gonna be next week.
So we don't have anything.
So
this
next
Friday.
week, no, nothing
except for Persona.
Yeah,
Should I buy this game?
In your current situation, no, you're already backlogged, bro.
Oh,
no,
because I'm broke. Is that what you're saying? I ain't got no money.
You're time broke. How about that? You're time broke. Does that make sense? Guys,
I like how you try to say that. I like that. In your current situation where you're not making shit for money, no.
That just came out like a burn. But I didn't even
That's
try
what it
that,
sounded
guys.
like, dude.
I don't do that.
That's what it
guys.
sounded like.
I don't burn my best friend. I don't shit on them. I help them grow.
Yeah, no,
and
you
make
shit
them
on us
better.
all the time, dude.
That's why they don't hang out with me anymore. That's why no one hangs out with me.
You kicked them all out.
I did.
You're like, you're not good enough for me. Get the fuck out of my house.
You're like, wait.
Oh, you smoke, my dude?
Smoke?
Fuck out of here.
You got to shake it the fuck out.
Is that your milkshake? Nah, it's my milkshake.
I put creatine in there and start drinking it. No, I don't do that, guys.
No, we all love each other.
We love each other. It's just 2020. Everything's social distancing. That's what it is, guys. Social distancing.
Also, this week I did finish two video games. I mean, I finished two books.
Yeah. You said you finished books, but you didn't.
I finished The Witcher Book 2, Time of Contempt, or Book 3, Time of Contempt, and Witcher series Book 4, Baptism of Fire. And so far, the Witcher series is top tier in terms of like book wise. Like I'm enjoying all the detail and things like that, and it's actually informing the way I'm playing The Witcher 3 right now. Like,
is it filling in some gaps and some holes from the story or something?
Yeah. You want a spoiler alert?
Let's do one spoiler.
How far whenever I let you borrow Witcher 3,
how
far did you, or when I bought Witcher 3 for you,
how far
did you get into the game? Did you even get out of White Orchard?
No, I'm still in White Orchards. I helped some lady find her cooking pan.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, Siri's mom, you know who Siri's mom is, right? In the show?
Yeah.
What's her name? Parvati?
Parvati?
Yeah. Looks just like Siri, right? What about her dad?
The little hedge knight looking guy?
Yeah.
Or hedgehog?
The hedgehog looking guy. You know what was his name?
Didn't catch it.
Remember?
No.
Dooney,
yeah.
Urkion, and then Dooney, also known as. I'm not gonna tell you. Should I tell you? Also known as Emperor Emir, the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
The guy who got turned, when she was like laughing at him, like, yeah, you guys ain't nothing. She kind of laughed him at the proposal.
So, no, that was Skellige, which are islands.
Oh yeah.
But Nilfgaard are the people that invaded.
Yeah, they were in the black armor, right?
The black armor.
Yeah.
In the alternate
Skellige, she remembered. She married that guy.
Skellige has nothing to do with it.
I thought there was the one that had the army ship, the armada, the navy.
The navy, yes.
Yeah.
But the military that defeated Queen Calanthe was Nilfgaard.
There's the one with the black chittin armor.
The black
right?
armor,
Yeah.
right? And that is led by Ciri's father, who is the emperor of all this thing. It comes out.
It all comes around.
It all comes around. But great shit, man. The books are turning out to be really, really good and giving you a lot of little details.
How many more books are left?
I got one more after this one that I'm on right now.
So it's
so I've got 2 books.
7 books?
1, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Damn, there's many.
And he keeps on writing them, dude. He doesn't fuck around.
I thought they were just like collection of short stories. That's what I thought.
Well, the Last Wish was a collection of short stories, and the Sword of Destiny, which was also a collection of short stories. But the collection of short stories that you're talking about is season 1 of The Witcher.
Ah, okay.
So the Last Wish refers to the djinn that he finds, and his last wish, which was
When he wanted some sleep.
well, that was his first wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's and then also the dragon, the golden dragon is part of Sword of Destiny.
Okay.
So you've already read, like, legitimately read the first 2 books word for word, given or take a few details. Like, they take some liberties here and there.
Of course.
As
They
of course
gotta make it fit. They gotta make it fit
They're
for
making a
TV.
show, right? The only difference is everything is told from Geralt's point of view. Nothing is told from Ciri's point of view or Pavetta's point of view or the Queen Calanthe's point of view. Everything in those 2 books
It's a girl.
is through Geralt. So you don't hear about the war, really. You don't know about Ciri until book 3. You don't know about Parvata. You don't know about any of that stuff, like, until Geralt knows about it. And matter of fact, Jaskier and or Dandelions is
The bard.
the bard.
Yeah.
You don't even know about him until, like, short story number 4 out of 6.
Really?
Yeah, in book 1. So, like, it comes together really well. That includes, like, the fall of Sintra. It includes that weird little goat elf looking guy that they were
the satyrs or whatever. Satyr.
yeah, some shit like that. It includes all that stuff all the way up until the dragon is all, like, book 1 completely in, like, half of book 2. So, like, it is a collection of short stories, but really, really good. So
He's still cranking them out.
so far I've completed.
He's not making up bullshit excuses to not finish the books.
No, he's still cranking them out. He's still cranking them out.
Okay.
So Harry Potter's been complete. Game of
Oh, yeah.
Thrones is caught up. I'm not gonna say complete because he hasn't finished the fucking books yet. And The Witcher, I'm catching up. I haven't completed the series up to now,
Them out, dude.
but I'm at book number 18 of this year, and
Crank 'em
I'm
out.
at game number 12 of this year as well. And I know I said that my goal was 100 books. I don't think I'm gonna hit 100 books.
That's a lofty goal.
But I wanted to try my best. To see
Yeah,
what
why
I can
not,
do,
dude?
man.
Why not? Yeah, I think Mikhail landed around 70 something last year. So,
Woo!
so
If I could hit at least 50 on both, I'd be
there you
happy.
go. Yeah,
I'd
go,
be happy.
go for
But,
the lofty goal.
I mean, are there going to be 50 games released this year? Are there going to be,
I don't know. I don't know. There'll be 50 AAA.
I don't even
title
give a fuck if
games.
it's AAA or not. I don't even care.
There'll be games to play. There'll be games to play for sure. So
I'll have to catch up on my backlog.
we'll be all right. What you got planned for Saturday night and Sunday?
Self-quarantine.
Isolation.
Social
Self-isolation.
what was
Social
it?
distancing.
Social distancing. That's
Social
it is.
distancing
What
and
about you?
self-isolation.
I'm
Probably,
gonna jack you off later.
I'll probably drink a beer with you.
all right.
Chill out for a little bit. Sunday, relax and unwind. Exercise some more.
We got one more day of week
Got
one.
one more day, week 1. I actually got me more kettlebells. I got me a
Nice.
30-pounder one, which I showed you. Still borrowing your 20-pounder, which I'm going to return once mine comes in. And then I got a little 10-pounder for Mikkel.
Nice.
So, really
week
excited.
1, 2, and 3 on that On-Up 6 are all pretty much the same.
I see that.
Until, like, week 3 or week 4, 5, and 6, and it changes it up on your ass. So it is gonna be a little monotonous, but all you gotta do is get through it and knock them out.
I'm enjoying it. Like, actually,
I'm having a good time.
I look forward to coming home and doing it.
Hearing the same jokes over and over again is kind of annoying.
You're right. Yeah. Like, you're doing
Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Get it. I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So what I ended up doing for, like, day 1 and was it day 1 and day, I don't know, wherever the first day repeats itself. I can't remember what days they are. I ended up just putting a loop timer on my phone, and I put it for 20 seconds. So I just put a loop timer on my phone. I already know the workouts. I've done them so many times.
That's true.
So I just put a loop timer, I hit play, and static hold,
Now go
fluid move, rest.
And then rest. Yeah.
All right, it's static hold, and then I do it again. And I just do it over and over and over again. I don't even listen to it because, like, it annoys me hearing that shit over and over and over again as many times as I've heard it.
Yeah, it's the same direction. It goes from from press to from a press.
It's
to
legs to arms, legs to arms.
Yeah. So I mean, once you get you just get the timing down.
Yeah.
A mental timer to let you know that, hey, this is time to switch it up.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
can do
That's
the
all you
workout.
need. You can do the whole workout on your
Yeah,
own.
it's a good workout. I like it.
Yeah, but
The
it's a
thing
good regiment.
What I like about it, it keeps everything nice, tight, and packed. You guys, and you're listening, guys, and you want to know more about it, feel free to ask Ruben about it. He introduced me to it. But it's really nice and tight, and you get so much out of it in 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Just
20, 30 minutes
Yeah.
on the actual workouts. an hour of yoga, which is
It actually flies
in
by.
itself.
It actually flies by.
Yeah,
Because me
when
and
you're
Kel did it
stretching it
earlier
out.
today, and oh my god, those benefits you get just from you stretch parts of your body that you neglect. It's like
Oh yeah.
so. I definitely suggest you guys, if you guys want to get into it, this is a good jumping point.
Also, start off with the body weight and then move your way up to kettlebell.
Definitely.
If you don't have access to a ring fit or anything like that, start off with a body weight class, which is just on its 6 body weight. Start off with something like that where it just gives you something to do every day for 6 weeks, and then move your way up to kettlebells.
Correct.
Because once you get into the weighted stuff, you can always add more weight, as opposed to like add or take away weight. Whereas like a body weight, it's just you, it's
Correct.
yourself. You can
Correct.
just knock it out on
Yeah.
your own. You don't need anything special during a quarantine or anything like that. You don't need to go and buy a ring fit or anything that's going to cost $250.
Yeah.
Whatever
And
the fuck it is.
That's another thing too that I wanted to bring up too, especially with this quarantine, guys. That especially with this quarantine that we're a lot of us are under. Do something to get you motivated. Do something to just help you out. Do like just body weight squats.
What's that?
push-ups.
What's that term? Is idle hands is
The devil's work.
The devil's something.
Yeah.
The devil's
so
playground.
So just get motivated, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Do something, guys. Get
Yeah.
up. Do some jumping jacks. Do some push-ups. Go jog.
better yourselves.
Better yourself.
And you feel better.
somehow. Also, catch up on your backlog of video games. Catch up on your backlog of shows. Catch up on your
You have time.
your games. Anything that you guys gotta enjoy this time while you have it, because hey man, you might not have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like legit, you might not have it.
No, for real, and yeah, no, and not even that though, but your family members too. Don't forget to call your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your
Sure.
aunts, your wife, your husband. Let them know that everything's good and fine, and just talk to them. If you're fortunate to have some time, take advantage of it, appreciate it.
That's for sure, man.
Tomorrow's never certain.
That's correct.
Yep.
Where can we find you, Rick?
Guys, if you are watching us on the YouTubes, the little icons on top, you can catch me on the Twitch, Twitters, and YouTube under @OSRick, OS_Pith, I'm sorry. And on IG, you can catch me at OS_Rick. Guys, I love streaming. I really do. Especially when you guys get on there and just start just messing around with me and let my Nightbot kick y'all out. I have so much
thanks for
fun.
that. Thanks for that.
Especially when I'm playing Persona, just chit chat and keep me company for an hour a night. That's awesome. But yeah, you guys can catch me there. And you, Ruben?
As always, guys, you can catch me on OS_Onslaught on all things social media. That's Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Steam, Epic Game Store, anything you can name. I've got it under that name. And as always, guys, you can catch us at Option Select Podcast at gmail.com or Option Select Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And Facebook. Sorry.
Yep.
So as always, guys, we love hearing from you. We love your comments, questions, concerns, anything like that. Send them to the email address. But we can't wait to hear from you, and we can't wait to see you again next week. God willing. So
yes, we'll make it. We'll get it.
We'll get there.
Episode 46 coming to you guys.
Coming soon, TM.
TBD.
We love you guys so much. You guys take care of yourself.
Yes.
Don't forget to wash your fucking hands.
Wash your hand. Yeah. Love you. Bye.